very good evening to you, viewers. We are here for the final of the WAFCON 2025. It has been an exciting competition so far. Yeah, the mighty in female football in Africa has fallen, but there are two titans. Yeah, one will be Titan, and the other is the most successful female national team in African football, with a whooping 9 Nations Cup WAFCON titles to their name. And Morocco is still trying to get their first WAFCON title right there. So it's Operation X for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. But for Morocco, they are looking for their maiden Women African Championship right there. So I'm not alone in the studio. I'm here with me. Here is Paul, and my name is Afolaya Adeyemi Joseph. We will together be keeping you company all through this final of WAFCON. Yeah, Paulo, you're welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I'm so excited to be here. Seeing Nigeria in the final once again. One thing about this WAFCON is that you hardly watch any edition without seeing Nigeria in the final or probably the semi-final. I can't remember the last time we've gone so far, but these days now, the WAFCON have improved a lot. One of the favorites we thought is going to lift the trophy. Talking about South Africa, we're even beaten to the third place yesterday by Ghana. So I expect a good game, and I believe Nigeria, will definitely carry the day.
Yeah, you heard Paulo right there, sounding like a typical Nigerian fan right there. So as the first minute of that encounter, with Morocco trying to throw the first punch. But yeah, the Nigerian defense responded as expected. So the goalkeeper, Onadozie, with the ball right now. It's the first minute of that encounter. Now let's go to Morocco. Morocco started with a 4-3-1-2 formation right there, with Emric in goal and Redouani, Rabah, and Benzina. Also, Ait El Aj, the defenders right there, and Badri, Shibak. You remember Shibak from the World Cup?
Yeah.
Which was, she was really phenomenal for the Moroccan national team at the last Women's World Cup right there. So, there's Rabet and Miss Musudi playing behind Jairaidi and Ozwa. Typical setup for the Moroccan.
Yeah, typical setup, and most of these players they know each other very well because they play together. I could still remember. I think it should be last year the CAF Champions League, the women edition. Most of these Moroccan players they play for, I think, FA Rabat. I'm trying to remember the name. I watched there was this particular match. You could see the way they were playing, and I've seen about 4, 5, 6 players from that same starting lineup in the national team, and they are coming up. Moroccan football, we are talking about women, female football, is growing big time, and you could see the result. They are into the finals, but they are playing the giant now.
Yeah, they are playing the giant. Yeah, with the so-called Mino surprise the giant tonight. Yeah, 90 minutes will tell, and if it's not decided in 90 minutes, I think there'll be extra time, and maybe all the way to the penalties right there. So it's still a long night of football. It's going to be tonight. Yeah, Morocco is the host country, and the host country has found themselves in the final of the WAFCON right there. And Paulo, right now, looking at these two setups, Morocco and Nigeria, what are your expectations for this encounter?
Yeah, I expect Morocco to give a good account of themselves, like they've started so far in these early stages. But I expect them to tire out as the game progresses, because though they are playing in front of their own fans at home there, and thousands of their people are there, supporting them. But I don't think their fans alone can can save them tonight against this the Nigerian female side. It might take time for us to get into the game properly, but once Nigeria take control of the game, it's all over for them.
Yeah, you heard Polo right there. He said once Nigeria take over the game, it's going to be hard for them. And Nigeria has a corner kick at the 4th minute of that encounter. Will they convert this one? Yeah, Nigeria, can they make it 1-0 at this point in time? So, fingers crossed in Nigeria number 20. NBC about to take the corner kick. Will that be? And he takes it into the box. Headed out. Follow-up shot to Nadozie. Alozie right there. Ballooned it over the bar. And even if you had like 2-3 goal posts.
You mean the rugby goal post?
Yeah, so goal kick to Morocco at this point in time. So 5th minute it promises to be an exciting edition of the Premier Sports Fan Center. If you have not joined us, tell somebody about us. Like our page, follow us. Yeah, follow us back to back. Yes, we're also live on Facebook also. So you can always join in. Let us feel you. You can join the conversation right here on our platform. Yes, on the live chat. Let us know what you feel about this encounter. Yeah, join us on this journey, and it promises to be an exciting one. So, it's the 5th minute, approaching the 6th minute of that one. Still Morocco new, Nigeria new. So far, so good for Morocco.
Yeah, to be honest, they've started brilliantly in this game. Been able to make sure they keep the ball away from the Nigerian side. I believe the manager might have look at these Nigerians and say, no, what we are going to do against this team. Make sure you keep the ball. When you deprive them of the ball, then they can't do anything. But at the same time, they need to be very careful, because we saw that just little break there from Nigeria that resulted to that corner kick. The defender had to just clear it anywhere. But so far they've been the better side in these early stages.
Yeah, so Morocco has been the dominating side of the tournament. And yes, it looks like it's going to be a long night of football right there in the stadium. So, Nigeria started with a 4-2-3-1 diamond formation right there, with Unadozie in goal, Plumpre, Dimain, Ohale and Alozie. 3 defenders well experienced. What are your expectations from them?
Yeah.
And, just to hold your thoughts right there, Morocco has a free kick about 28 meters out down the right, and a cross into the box. And headed out by Nigeria. And a follow-up shot blocked. Still. And a shot.
Wow.
Way off target. So, experienced defensive setup. And looking at this competition, they've only conceded once, and only to South Africa in the semi-final. Now, so what are your expectations from the defenders?
Yeah, like you said, experience matter. Look at the defensive setup of Nigeria. It has been a war. I think the war has been struggled, and the wall of Jericho so far. Conceding only one so far. It's a testament to how the defense have been. Very how the defenders have been very, very good. You look at Ashley Plumtree, players like Anna Dozie, the way they set up, including the fullback, the left back and the right back, they come back when Nigeria loses the ball. But once we are on the ball, you see them moving forward, and I think you could see that's the way the football is going now. Talking about the main game, even the league game, you see managers inventing different kind of formation just to help the midfield, because when you are able to dominate the midfield of any match, it gives you advantage going forward on winning the game. The only issue I'm having with the lineup, not really an issue, is experience. One of our biggest, in fact probably the biggest female footballer for Nigeria in the last 7 to 10 years now, been on the bench.
And Nigeria has a good chance, and a pass into the box. That was a good block by the Moroccan defender right there. And she will set it straight to Plumpre, who will try to plumb the ball. straight to our teammate down the left. And yes, still with the ball, set it back to our teammate, and Nigeria trying to slow down the pace of the game.
No.
And a long ball, ambitious one right there from Dimay. I think she could have done better.
Yeah, that was too ambitious from her.
So that was too ambitious. So Jorge Vilda, the coach of the Spanish national team right there. And also, you can see Justin Magud, yeah, the interim Nigerian coach right there also with the cameras on him. So Morocco has a free goal kick taken quickly already in the 10th minute of that encounter. And so it's still Morocco nil, the Super Falcons nil. The first 10 minutes of this encounter, what's your take so far?
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, Morocco have been the better side, but you could say in the last couple of minutes, now Nigeria is gradually getting into the game. I think with the experience we've got, the exposure our players have, will definitely, take, get the much needed result. And this is final now. It's not knockout group stage where you say you want to impress. Now it's about how you play and win the cup. Yeah, if you play beautiful football and lose the match, nobody will remember it. Yeah. So it's you need to win the game now.
But talking about, and for our viewers, you can join this conversation on our live chat. Let us know what you think and what you feel about this encounter so far. And we are here to keep you company right there and make it more fun to you as it is right now. So it's Nigeria attacking down the left. Yes. Trying to dribble and cuts back. And I think that will be a corner kick to the Super Falcons right there. I think their second corner of the evening right there. And I can see Benedict Boniface saying, let's go Falcons right there. A Nigerian fan right there. And Vivian also saying, hi. Yeah, we greet you too right there. Stay with us. It promises to be an exciting. Ukamaka says Nigerian Flamingo should win the cup. Yes, that's the expectation.
Falcons rather.
Is up Falcons. Yeah. You can keep the conversation coming in. Yes. Keep it coming. And we'll do as much as we can to reel it out to you. And we want to see your predictions also. Drop your predictions for this encounter. The scoreline you think it will be today. And you can also join the conversation by calling us via numbers on the screen right there. And that was Super Falcons not taking advantage of that set piece situation they have. You can see their coach Vilda telling them to calm down. Yeah,
they're telling them to calm down because you're talking about set piece, and Nigeria are looking very dangerous when it comes to set piece. I could remember was it against? I'm trying to remember the team now. We scored about three from the set piece. We took that day. So I believe the Moroccan manager have seen that
approaching the Super Falcons box, and he tries to cut in. And now that was a wrong-footed pass. Oh. And Morocco just took the lead. Morocco has gotten a goal. Wow. What kind of terrible defending was that? That was a terrible defense. You can't give Shibak that kind of opportunity. The defender passed the ball straight to Shibak, and it finished it.
Yeah, that was a gift, assisting the Moroccan player there, and that was a very, very, terrible mistake from the Nigerian defender. I don't know what she was thinking there, but it's game on now. I hope Nigeria will now, sit up and find an equalizer and get back into the game and go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, so it's Morocco 1. Look at that. That was a beautiful finish.
Yeah.
What was the defender thinking? What was the defender thinking? Anuna Dozie had no chance right there. She did what she could, but Anuna Dozie had no chance.
And there was nobody to close the attacker down, but
it was a gift.
It was a gift actually.
They felt they've won the ball, and he just set a sharp pass like that to the opponent. That's not the best. And I think this is the first time the Super Falcons will go down first in an encounter in this tournament so far.
Yeah.
So it's still the 14th minute in that one. The Super Falcons down 1-0 already. Shibak and a cross into the box by Alozie, and it's going to be a corner kick to the Super Falcons. And now, yes, they are 1-0 down, the Super Falcons. They need to find a way back into this.
Yeah, they need to find a way back, and in doing so, you don't need to expose your defense and considering another one. And looking at the goal, they conceded now, that was just a gift, but that was a well-taken goal. But, you look at the build-up, we've won the ball and we just give it back to the Moroccan, who now take the shot and get the goal. So Nigeria needs to get back into the game as early as possible, and it could start from this corner kick now, which has been quickly taken there.
Oh, that was a rebound of a shot, but went way off target right there from the number 13 Abiodun of the Super Falcons right there. So goal kick to Morocco. It will be at this point in time.
Yeah, and I think the Nigerian, the Super Falcons rather, they need to, be very, very calm. You have seen them now taking, shot from about 30 to 35 yards out, and not hitting on target, just, shooting it while they just need to calm down. Now we are 1 goal down, but it's not over. We can still, come back into the game and win the game, but
So
we
it's
just need to be
Morocco
very
attacking.
careful.
Right there, lost possession. Abiodun will pounce on that one. Confidence play, but lost possession to the Moroccans. And I think Magudu needs to react from the bench tactically, because it looks like the Moroccan side is more prepared than the Super Falcons.
Well, I don't think react from what he might do is change formation, not necessarily players as early as possible.
Tactically,
Yeah,
that's what I said,
tactically, yeah,
tactically.
and probably switch it to a 4-3-3. You understand? So because to allow our
now-
wingers.
Now, looking at it, they are playing 5 players in the midfield, and it looks like the Moroccans are dominating the midfield right there.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't look like we are even playing five women at the in the midfield here. But it needs to switch tactics. But it's still early stages. But just hope we don't concede more to avoid us not being able to come back into the game anymore.
Yeah, so it's game on in that encounter. 17th minute it is. Yes, Morocco right there is the host of this tournament, and so far I think they've done a good job so far. The venue is the Stade Olympique de Rabat Stadium, 21,000 capacity right there, and it doesn't look like the stadium is filled to the brim.
No, it doesn't look like, but I think close to
Close to capacity right there. So, yes, the game is still on, and Morocco is leading 1-0 at the Stade Olympique de Rabat Stadium right there in Morocco. Let's see if the Super Falcons will find their way back into this one in this first half right here. So Alozie will have a throw-in down the right at the 18th minute of this encounter. Now the Super Falcons needs to find a way back, and because if it ends like this, the trophy will go straight to the Moroccans, and maybe Mission X will be aborted.
We'll definitely get there to that Mission Hex, and I hope it will be today. It's not over yet, so it's just a matter of time. I will definitely get the 10th trophy.
So the Super Falcons attacking down the left and a cross into the box. Oh, headed down by the defender. I think lack of communication with the goalkeeper right there. And Morocco back in possession of the ball. The number 2 will send it straight to our teammate at the defense, Rabah straight to find Benzina. Benzina returns it straight to Rabah. And yes, it's Morocco trying to build up from defense to attack. Setting it falls down the left. And I think that's a free kick to Morocco right there. Is that a free? Oh, that's a throw in.
Throwing rather.
Yeah, throw in to Morocco right there. And set it straight. And Aloze with the ball. We set it straight for our teammate in the middle. But two players are down. And the Nigerian Ajibade, Rashidat Ajibade, rolling on the floor. We just hope. Oh, that's a
That was-
brush to the knee right
Yeah.
there. I think that should be a card offense.
That was a late
That's
tackle,
a
but
late challenge, yes.
I don't know if the
Look at
referee.
the player got the ball right there. How can you set a pass without looking at
Wow.
where?
That was a well taken goal from the Moroccan captain
You
there.
know, we are talking about the Shibak
Yeah.
from the World Cup. He had Donadozie on a full stretch. She had Donadozie on a full stretch, and that's just what it is. So they need to find a way back, or Morocco has to be solid defensively in this encounter. You can see the Moroccan fans celebrating happy. They can't wait for their team to win the maiden. And it looks like we don't know if Ajibade will be able to continue.
I think
she looks
so.
okay.
Yeah, she looks.
Because I can see the strap on her knee too. I think maybe she's been managed for this final right here. So the man you will find Pompre down the left is the Super Falcons with the ball right now, and Pompre lose position down the down the left, and yes, Super Falcons wins the throw-in right there, and 21st minute into the game, it's Morocco 1, Super Falcons nil right there. So, and it's the Super Falcons building up from defense to attack, and yes, they are trying to take possession of the encounter so far. Pompey with the ball right now down the left. We set it up for his teammate. But, you know, one thing about this game is that the Moroccans are not allowing the Super Falcons to turn into the dangerous area of the half.
Yeah, this Moroccan side have been very good. When they're not with the ball, the way they've set up and the way they've quickly close down our girls, and that is why it's looking very difficult for Nigeria to make real meaningful.
And the Super Falcons in the box. Oh, that was a terrible cross.
Wow.
That was a terrible cross. I think they could do better. I think he should have done better. She should have done better right there. Right there. So, Vivian also says Nigeria will move. I don't know if they will move tonight because they already won't go down already. So, will they move? We don't know. Only time will tell. But as at the 22nd minute of this encounter, if it ends like this, the Super Falcons will be moving home empty-handed. But let's see. A lot can still happen before 90 minutes, and maybe additional time included will move up the time limit. So let's see. At this point in time, the Super Falcons attacking down the right, and it's a corner kick to the Super Falcons right there. You can see the number 18 of Morocco. Is it not? the manager will have to do something. Maybe react from the bench.
If possible, introduce someone from the bench, or probably switch formations, and personnel on the pitch right now.
Yeah, so it's still Super Falcons nil. Morocco playing in front of their fans, leading 2 goals to nil against the Super Falcons right there. And it looks like the game is going to be a tall order for the Super Falcons to come back into this one. So let us hear your opinion. Join us on the live chat. What do you think? Do you think the Super Falcons will come back? Will come back into this one or not?
Yeah, and if Nigeria eventually, go ahead to win this game, this could be the, one of the biggest, or finals that we've played. Coming from 2 goals down, winning the game against the host nation. It will be a very, very, in fact, it will be written somewhere different in the history book.
Well, impossibility is nothing in football. 90 minutes is what will determine if the Super Falcons will come back into this one. So it's Morocco leading 2 goals to nil at this point in time. So Musudi is the Moroccan player that got the second goal on the 24th minute of the encounter for them. And it looks like the game is more or less far from the reach of the Super Falcons.
Yeah, and you can see, how their fans have been using the laser to distract our guests. But it's another set piece for Nigeria now. Can we get back into the game? And you could see the Moroccan, their fans, doing everything possible to make sure they distract our girls. But so far, our girls have not really been impressive tonight.
I'm not a fan of talking about all this distraction. Whenever you are playing away from home, there will be distraction. So you have to face your opponent whatever way they set up. And when you are playing against the host, you should expect things like this. So, as far as I'm concerned, it is expected. So the Super Falcons is back in possession. Now losing with the ball, send it back to the defender, and they set a pass forward. And when you look at it, the Super Falcons are struggling to pick passes together.
Yeah, the communication is not there. You've seen 1 or 2, 3 wayward pass. Like the first goal, that was a gift. Not looking at who was it? I don't even know who she was trying to pass the ball. If she was trying to clear the ball, I don't think she was trying to clear the ball. I think she was trying to pass the ball because there was no pressure on her. Nobody was, challenging her. She just gifted, and that was talking about the first goal.
Yeah.
But looking at the game so far, Nigeria, we've not been able to complete our passes. We've been giving wrong passes up and down.
And look at this free kick. The free kick didn't even move past where it's expected to move, but throw into Morocco. We'll try to punish the Super Falcons for every ball lost in that encounter so far. So it's going to really be a long night for the Super Falcons if the scoreline stays the same. It looks like Mission X might be aborted by Morocco. So Morocco attacking down the left right there. Tries to dribble past Abiodun, but who wins back possession? Lose it, clears it, but the Moroccan player blocks it, and it's going to be a corner kick to Morocco at this point in time.
And Nigeria have to be very careful from this set piece. Going 3 goals down would be, I think, will be all over. But in football, 90 minutes is, the end of the game. But Nigeria needs to be very careful and make sure we don't concede from this set piece.
So, and the way they lose ball in dangerous areas.
And we are inviting, serious pressure to our defense, and we've been losing the balls, where in the dangerous positions. How do you keep on giving the ball away inside your own half there? I think the manager is probably seeing everything and taking note, but he needs to quickly act, by making sure he encourage and talk to the guys, probably switch tactics or change personnel before it's too late.
Are you sure it's not too late already?
Well, it's football, 90 minutes is what this, but I said earlier on talking about the Sweden England game. I could remember England started scoring, I think, about 80 something minutes in that game.
79.
Is it 79? Yeah, and 80 something. So we can still, if we can at least put one back in this first half and make it easier for us in the second half, or probably even get the equalizing in this first half. But it's a tall order for Nigeria, which is not impossible.
Yeah, it can be a tall order, but it's absolutely not impossible. It is still possible for the Super Falcons. Long ball into the box by the Moroccan player right there, headed out by the Super Falcons of Nigeria. And yes, still Super Falcons with the ball right there, and the man will send this one forward straight to Abiodun. Abiodun gets the ball, and the Super Falcons are struggling to pick pocket passes.
Yeah, and you could see the Moroccans closing those down quickly, and our girls are a little bit confused. They don't know, what to do, and holding on to the ball for too long. When you're supposed to, release the ball, and at the same time, even when they try to release the ball, they still make wrong passes.
What I see in this game is just that I think tactically, the Moroccan coach has outplayed the Nigerian coach.
So far, yeah, and I said it earlier on, the Moroccan side, they've done their homework, playing against Nigeria, and if you want to beat Nigeria, you need to, make sure that you are at least 100% best. And so far, I think the Moroccans have been very, very, very impressive. They've been at their best. I was saying earlier on, can they, continue with the way they've started this game? But so far, they look like they have, the strength, the energy to carry on. While looking at our guests, they're a little bit confused. But I hope a goal or a change in tactics might inspire them, in this game.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe, it can inspire them. So throwing to the Super Falcons of Nigeria, a team that just considered 2 goals en route to the final, has considered 2 in the final. Only 1 goal en route to the final, rather, has considered 2 in the first half of the final. Meaning there can still be more if they are not careful at the end of the day. And still game on in that encounter. 37 minutes it is Morocco leading 2 goals to 0. Benzina with the ball right there. We'll find the Rabah straight. We'll try to push the ball forward to find the teammate down the left. Duane straight to Shibak, the first goal scorer who opened them. No, Missouri who scored the second goal rather, not the first goal in that encounter. So Nadoze We find Demenyi right here. And yes, the Super Falcons has not really performed up to par in this final. And Pompey with the ball, set it straight back to the main. And yes, the Super Falcons trying to build up from defense to attack. And I don't think the Super Falcons have a shot on target yet.
So far, we've been playing, shooting from 30, 35 yards out, and in fact, the balls have been rising and rising. So we've not been able to, probably, even inside their own box 18, I don't think we've had up to 3 touches inside their box 18, which is very bad for us so far in this game.
Yeah, maybe a bit more than 3 touches, but I still think that that was a header, but not really a clear chance.
Yeah. I think this should count as on target for Nigeria.
I think that will count as on target.
Yeah, and I think
and a little flick from me. And I think the second half, the coach will have to bring in Azizat Oshola's experience, but I don't think Azizat can do too much in games like this due to the fact that she's aging already.
Well, but you can't take it away from her. She still got it, and the African best when it comes to the greats in
the Super Falcons attacking down the right. What can they do? Beat marker down the right. Ajibade with the ball across into the box. Oh, eluded everybody, and the Moroccan Uzwane will set the one forward, and it will be a throw-in to the Super Falcons. You can see the coach of Morocco, the Spaniard, telling them to calm down, to settle, just relax and play football. So throwing to the Super Falcons at the 48th minute of that encounter. So pass blocked by Plumprey right there, and another throw-in it will be for the Moroccans right there. So it's already the 41st minute in that encounter, and it looks like this is what is going to be this first half, Paul.
Yeah, but as far as the referee haven't, called the time off in this first half, we might still see go or goose because in a blink of an eye now, the game can change.
Yeah, you can see an hopeful Nigerian fan in Paul, really a bit shifting from his analysis as an analyst part of him to a fan part of him, but it's still a long game still to come. There's still second half, there's first half 5 minutes more. Additional time, I don't know how many minutes it will be. But realistically, based on the first 40 minutes you have seen so far, I think Morocco deserves leading in this encounter.
Yeah, definitely. They deserve it because they've been the better side. They've attacked with purpose, they've showed intent, and they've gotten the good they deserve so far in this first half.
Yeah, it looks like the Moroccan goalkeeper is down right there. I think holding a belly. Oh, that was a collision. That was a collision. Oh, that was the second goal.
Yeah, that was another bad, defensive play from our girls. Looking at how we lost the ball there. That was very bad marking. But beautiful goals from the Moroccan side. and but you need to look at our defending, how lack of concentration. I don't think the awareness is not there from our girls. Looking at this second goal, the pass came to her. There nobody to close her down on time, and she took that one beautifully.
Yeah, this is well taken goal right there. So the goalkeeper of Morocco is currently receiving treatment right there. And you can see the Moroccans celebrating. It looks like they have this one in the bag already. Who wouldn't celebrate? What a way to win your first title, defeating the most successful team in the competition, leading, sorry, the most successful team in the competition as it is right now. It's not bad afterward. It's not bad. And the Super Falcons are trying to get back into this game, but the Moroccans has proven to be solid defensively in this encounter so far. So throwing to the Super Falcons of Nigeria right now. Plumpre will set it straight forward down the left. And I think whatever they've thrown at this left side of the attack has not really lived up to the expectation. Don't you think the coach should shake up some things and maybe make do with another way of operating?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, changing tactics or switching from plan A to plan B or probably plan C also, because you see that even from the right hand side of our attack also, we've not really been successful going forward there, but we've been trying to play long balls, but still it has not been working. So the manager needs to quickly do some things before it's too late. And another set piece for Nigeria. Can we take advantage of this one now? But
and there's a shot for an handball right there, but the referee didn't even respond to that one. Now, these long balls that they keep piling into the box of the Moroccans, it doesn't look like anything is happening from that tactical approach.
yeah, so far it has not worked, but you could see we've been trying to use the long ball, but it's not working, and the manager needs to do something about it. Tell them to try and keep the ball, on the top there, and see if we can, play 1-2, 1-2 passes before taking the shot. But so far they've been playing, trying to play what we call police ball. Yeah, trying to see if they can, send long passes and crossing those balls too high. But I think the manager, after seeing how we've been very good via set piece in our other matches, I've decided to tell them to send those crosses in, but so far it's not working against this Moroccan side.
Morocco has another cross cleared, defended well by the Super Falcons, and the pass forward blocked, intercepted also. And it looks like, if you look at the positional play, the Moroccans look to be well positioned than the Super Falcons.
Yeah, and what I've seen with them is, when they lose the ball, you see the way they quickly, come back to cover up, and look at how they are putting pressure on our players on and off the ball, and that is giving the Super Falcons a very call for concern. You could see they are not really we are not really organized, to me, because this is not the Super Falcons I've used to know. Though there are some matches we've struggled, but not like this, and this is a final, and playing against Morocco, not even South Africa.
So, free kick to the Super Falcons right there at the second minute of additional time in this first half. Let's see if they can make a mountain out of a molehill right there in this encounter so far. So, can they do something spectacular? And free kick taken into the box, headed out. Oh, Morocco wins back possession, and they are going to counter-attack from this one. And now, running with the ball down the right, the number 19, now she will shoot.
Oh.
Oh, the shot went off target right there. And it's still Nigeria that will have the goal kick right there.
Yeah, you could see that was very, very ambitious from the Moroccan lady there. There are two goals up. You can try any all sort of this. If you are two goals up, you can try and take those shots from anywhere, and knowing fully well that we are two goals up. But Nigeria needs to be very careful. Looking at that break again from Morocco, there, that could have been the third goal for them, which would have been, make it all over.
So pump it straight to the Nigerian player, and it's going to be a free kick on that foul against Yezu right there of Nigeria. So last minute of additional time already. On any time from now, I think the referee will end proceedings in this first half right there. So free kick to Nigeria at this point in time. Can they convert? Can they reduce the deficit right here and right now? And the ball cross into the box, straight to the goalkeeper. And I think that will be it for the first half.
Yeah, I think the Morocco will definitely this healthy lead going into the halftime. And we've seen the halftime whistle now, so it's advantage Morocco now.
So, halftime at the Farabat Stadium, Olympic Stadium right there. It is the Super Falcons nil, the Moroccan counterpart, leading 2 goals at halftime. It's the final of the WAFCON West African, West Africa Women African Cup of Nations right there. The Super Falcons has won a record 9 trophies, and Morocco is yet to win one. So if Morocco wins tonight, they will be winning their maiden WAFCON title. Now, Paulo, I know you tilted towards the Super Falcons from the beginning.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed?
Well, I'm disappointed, first of all, with the score line because it's not in our own favor, and secondly, with the way we have performed, in this first half, and the way we've, looking at the goals we considered, those 2 goals were very, very well taken, beautiful goals. But you look at the build-up of those goals, you see that Nigeria practically gave away those balls, and we weren't closing them down. And going forward, we've not been really, really convincing. We've been trying to play using long ball set piece to see if we can get, but it's not working. And the manager, needs to come into this game now. Don't wait any seconds in the second half. Quickly, change tactics if possible. Bring in a player, because you could see that the personnel on the field for the Nigerian side is not really, really working. And looking at the way we've been passing, giving the balls away in dangerous positions, is very, very bad. I've not been impressed with our ladies so far in this first half, but I'm still hopeful, that we can still, come back in this game.
So you can see Paulo opening the book of Lamentation right there concerning the Super Falcons. Well, with the lamentation continue in the second half. Yeah, now let's talk about the first 20 minutes of the encounter. It looked like that defined, 25 minutes of the encounter rather. It looks like that defined the whole summary of the first half.
Yeah, and the Moroccans, they started brilliantly well, and I was like, saying, can they sustain this momentum? But so far, till the first 45 minutes, they've been able to sustain. You look at how they apply the pressure as expected from them as the host, and to start brilliantly against Nigeria. Because if you want to win teams like Nigeria in this kind of games, you need to be at your best, which they have been at. And the first 25 minutes have been the deciding factor so far in this game for Morocco.
So the first 25 minutes has been the main factor in this encounter, because Morocco took the lead and dominated play, and actually did the needful by doing what the coach asked them to do. You can see the imprint of the coach on the ladies, the way their positional play, the way they reorganize themselves without the ball, and the way they get into position with the ball right there. That is tactical brilliance from the Spanish coach. And talking about the Moroccan coach right there that won the, I think, World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the World Cup with Spain. And leaving the Spanish job and taking up the Morocco job. Don't you think that was a bit of a gamble?
I don't think that was a bit of a gamble, but when you know you are capable of doing something, you definitely wants to, we've seen great managers, even the likes of Carlo Ancelotti, coming to take the job at Everton. When he took that job, people will be saying, why taking that? But he's capable, he can do it. Though he didn't, actually stay long there due to Real Madrid came calling and he left. We've even seen managers like Jose Mourinho also, going to Fenerbahce and co. So I don't think it's a gamble, but even though it's a gamble, but it's definitely paying off. Them, no, even if they didn't win this tournament, I think with them even reaching the final, it's a big, boost for them. And Morocco football, we're talking about their women football, is on the rise, including their men also. I think that their men, to me, they are the best presently in Africa, and their women are trying to build on the.
But based on the Nations Cup, Cote d'Ivoire is the best.
Yeah, but to be honest, based on the Nations Cup, but if you look at how the teams, have been, organizing everything, players, we want to give it to the Moroccans.
And looking at that first goal again, that was a silly pass to drop. A clearance to the throwing line could have been better. Or a drop back pass to your teammate. You don't send a blind pass.
And that has been how we've been playing, in this, that we've played this first half, just passing, not looking at who is there, just, giving, at least clear it, upfield, but, the kind of passes, and looking at the second goal also.
Yeah, loose balls everywhere. That explains what has been happening in this encounter so far.
Yeah, and we are not organized. We talked about how Nigeria have considered just one goal coming into this game, and how the defense have been. But looking at the defense so far, you could say that it looks like in fact, to me, the defenders there looks like they've not played together before with their performance so far in this first half. Even the midfield, the attackers also, none of them, they look like 11 strangers on the field. They are not really connecting with each other, and you could see also with the kind of passes they are giving to each other. So it's a warning call, and I just hope the manager do something on time now.
And the funniest part is, coming into this final, Nigeria had not considered a goal in open play, and they've considered two. They considered actually in 25 minutes. Can we say, is it because of the kind of opponents they faced, or maybe they just lifted their legs off the pedal in this final?
Well, I think it's to be honest, I can't really say, but I think Morocco, because the way Morocco have been playing, not that they've played just for 5 minutes, and relax. No, they've been playing the whole 45 minutes. They are the best. They've been the best how they've been playing. I think we've met a team that is, are tactically ahead of us in this game. And with the way they've been playing, the Moroccan have been playing. Nigeria, it has disorganized, our own plan. That is where the Nigerian manager, the tactics now, having plan A, plan B, plan C, even to plan Z if necessary. But so far, everything we've been doing is not working, and I don't know which plan we are currently playing, or if it's still plan A. I expect the manager to have switched to plan B. If it's plan B now, switch to plan C. So because so far so good, the Moroccans have been able to match whatever thing we've thrown at them. Not that we've thrown much, because we've not really played much in this game compared to how they've been playing.
Well, It's going to be a long night of football for the Super Falcons. And if they need to really dig deep if they are going to come back into this one, because it looks like Morocco is not going to soft toe any pedal, and I don't think they will actually give them room to come back into this encounter. So 2 goals from Shibak and Masoudi for Morocco has given them the 2-0 lead in the first half of that encounter. And looking at the way the game is going, if it continues like this, Morocco is going to take the trophy. They're already at home.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, so if it continues like this and to the end of the 90th minute, that means we'll be coming home with is it the bronze? Is it silver? No, the
Silver.
yeah, silver rather than the gold.
But one thing is, this is not the World Cup edition of the competition.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, the World Cup edition, the competition is used to pick the World Cup qualifiers, right? There is not played like the way the men will go about their own right there. So now, looking at it, if you were Magudu right now, what would you do to actually change what has been in this semester?
well, I think first of all, the manager will have to first look at his own tactics, if it's working or not, and secondly, if the girls are playing to instruction or not, because you could see how we've been playing long balls, even those set piece, how we've been pulling it in. Is it? I want to believe that is the manager's instruction, but it's not working. So the manager needs to first of all look at his own side. If whatever thing is, he has asked them to do, if they are doing it or not. But if they are doing it and it's not working, he needs to switch tactics. But if they are not doing it, then he needs to convince them, talk to them, and let them know that this is where we all, agree to play the tactics, and you guys are not doing it. So he needs to, talk to the girls, look for. I don't know if it's going to. Though there is no time for us to bring a motivational speaker that will motivate them now, but he himself can motivate, them there, and inspire them to come back. And probably, to me, I feel we need to even bring on 1 or 2 players in as early as the 60 minutes, immediately the game resume. Just bring on the players and see if those players can inspire them. We have one of the, in fact, the biggest when it comes to women football in Africa, Aziza Toshola on the bench. Bring her on.
But she was on. Nigeria struggled to score against Botswana.
That was Botswana. Doesn't matter. This is final. She's a big game player, and we need a big game player on the pitch.
Well, you heard Paulo. It was just an informational issue at the end of the day. But so Okonkwo attacking with the ball down the left, set it forward for the run of Yazu, and the cross into the box, headed out by the Moroccan defender right there.
And looking at,
There's an infringement.
yeah, there's an infringement there. And looking at that cross into the box, we only have one player, running towards goal, and we are 2 goals down now, and you are having just one player running at goal. That's I think you should be having at least 2 players, in case one misses it, the other one can come out, and get onto the ball. But we are having just one player running into the box, which is not encouraging to me.
Well, you heard Paulo right there. Said they need to do better, at least to encourage their fans right here in Nigeria. So, free kick it is to Morocco. One of the Moroccan players is currently receiving treatment right there on the field of play. 49 minutes it is Morocco leading 2-0, and play resumes. Benzina takes that long one forward, and one thing I know Morocco will want to do now is just to soak pressure and try to hit on the break.
Yeah, that is what they are trying to do, and is trying to see if they can frustrate our girls by committing them to committing silly fouls, try and find a way to stop them, and trying to soak the pressure at the same time also and see if they can eat us on the break, and which they are very quick also.
And that's a good clearance from for pulling the
Oh, okay.
Moroccan player down.
Taking advantage of Morocco not, taking advantage of Morocco not, playing like the way they played in the first half. But despite that, Nigeria needs to be very careful because Morocco going forward are very good and very quick, and not to concede the third goal. Because if you concede the third goal now, that means it's in fact your mountain is even taller than Mount Everest. I don't know how we are going to climb that one now.
Wow, so there's a mountain to climb in Rabat right there. That Morocco has set a mountain to climb to the trophy for the Super Falcons. They've gone 2-0 down in the first half, and they will attack with the ball right now. Set it straight for Okonkwo, and they cross into the box. Oh, that was a well-timed interception by the Moroccan defender right there. And the Super Falcons wins back possession, and they will try to cut back. And you can see the Moroccans playing, I think, about 9 men or 8 men behind the ball.
I think that's what they need to do now. Make sure you clear the ball free and put a lot of personnel behind the ball there. And so far, everything they've been doing has been working for them. And you could see, I think the FIFA president, Infantino, agrees with what the Moroccans are playing. You could see him nodding his head there.
You don't know what he's having a conversation with the president. Maybe they are talking about something different. But the game, by and large, but if I'm to ask you, the entertainment level of the encounter.
You mean this final or the tournament as a whole?
This final.
I don't. To me, as a Nigerian fan, first of all, I've not been entertained at all with what I'm seeing.
But apart from being in Nigeria, a football optimist.
Yeah, but aside from being in Nigerian as just to be neutral, I don't think to be honest, it's not looking like a final because both teams are not. You could see that it's only one side that is applying the real pressure, showing real intent. Not like look at Nigeria, we've not really shown intent in the whole of this game to me, and it's not looking like a final. It's looking like just a normal, probably, or a knockout game, even on maybe second leg of a knockout game to me, because so far Nigeria is not we've not lived up to expectation in this game.
Yeah, so Plumpre with the ball right there down the left. And I think Plumpre has done a lot of work down the left right there in this encounter, because most of the attacking I've seen so far from the Moroccans has come from that right wing for the Moroccans.
Yeah, they've tried to explore her wing there, though she has been solid also, but not the best of performance from her also. But same goes to Alozie also, the other side here, and including the center backs also. But defensively in this game, I think we've not been very solid.
You can see the fans standing up, expecting a miracle from the ladies right there. Will they get this miracle? We don't know right here, but time will tell. And the time right now is the 57th minute of that encounter. Shibak with the attack, but Alozie will recover fast and wins back possession. And I think Alozie has done enough to at least attract suitors from the big leagues for the female leagues.
Well, I think after the probably the Spanish league, when it comes to the women league and the English league, I think the American league, when it comes to women, they're one of the best side also. So still in the US, I think I'm trying to remember the club now she plays for, but I won't mind, we seen her playing in Europe, and like a goalkeeper now who have recently moved from Paris FC to the English League. They're talking about Brighton Women. I will be expecting to see her also. And we still have some of our players also. I think one of our defenders, they're playing for, Tony Payne, playing for Everton women football. And I expect to see more of our players, coming in to the English League or the European League, rather than playing in Saudi, and all these North and South American teams.
Yeah, so let's see if the bigger teams will come. And you can see the substitution. You've been clamoring for a substitution. And now, two substitutions will be coming up at this point in time.
Yeah, I know it's to me it look a bit late, but I understand the manager point of view. Trying to see and if those players will, do something. But
So Yezu has been withdrawn for Barak, if I'm not mistaken. Babajide, yes. So Echejini has also come in for Anyede right there. So
but what was happening with Rashidat? Sisat Oshwala. Why is she not on the field?
you need to slow down the name and look at what she can offer right now with her age. And the Super Falcons, Ajibade placed this shot right there and it was blocked by the Moroccans. Still, Ajibade with a cross into the box, cleared by the Moroccans. And it has been Ajibade trying to press so far the second half.
Yeah, she's been trying to do that and whipping in balls into the balls there, but at the end of the day, you see that we are having only one or two, at best, at most, two players, inside the balls there, which is not helping. And you see Morocco having about 5-6 players there and clearing the ball off one time. Is that a foul?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a free kick in
To,
favor of Morocco.
Oh.
And I think that will be free kick to Morocco. So, 68th minute of that encounter, Morocco leading 2 goals to nil. You can see the fans celebrating. And what can you say? They need to celebrate.
Of course, they need to. They're about to make history tonight. And they in front of their own fans, and their fans are happy with what they've seen with their national team there. And you can't take that away from them. So it's
I think VAR is talking to the referee
to check if there's an handball there. I think from that cross, let's just see. Or is it?
I don't know.
No. I don't think the VAR is checking. I think they are making some announcement. But we just have to.
She's talking to the VAR.
Let's definitely let's see, because we've not seen the replay of the incident. Is she going to check the VAR?
She wants to go and check the
I think we might get something from this, because once they call the referee, it's always to check.
I think there was a handball in the box.
I just hope it will be a penalty for us.
You can see the coach of Morocco. He knows that if they concede a penalty,
Let's see. Oh.
The ball is still in play. Is
the ball still in play or out of
The ball
play?
is still in the box. The ball is still in the box, not outside the box. This
I
should
just hope
be
I just
a
hope
penalty.
the referee will point to the spot kick there, and I think the decision will be made now.
So let's see what the decision will be.
I think that should be a penalty.
Penalty.
Game on.
So
Yeah.
for our viewers, they let the viewer check. After that, the referee has decided that Nigeria just won a penalty. And that cross, you have to give it to
She
the
deflected.
man.
Yeah. But
Went for the ball and got the cross. And it's going to be a penalty to the Super Falcons. You can see the fans smiling.
yeah, and
All
now we need to
smiling right
convert, this penalty, and we
Let's
find
see.
a way back in this game.
Who is taking the penalty? I think this is the main. Yes. I don't know why Ajibade is not taking this penalty.
Right.
So penalty to the Super Falcons. Oh, Okonkwo. Yeah, not the main. It's Okonkwo that is going to take the penalty. So let's see, will she convert? I doubt if she converted this penalty. There's no sign yet. I think she lost it. Yeah, I think she lost it. Oh, she scored it. And it's a goal. Oh, that was a beautiful
Game
penalty.
on. Game on.
So the Super Falcons just got one back from Okonkwo, who converted that penalty. Now, I think there will be a nervy second half. I think the Moroccan coach, I think he should have approached the second half the same way we approached the first.
Yeah, he allowed Nigeria to, have the ball in the
Yeah.
second half and try and see if they can soak the pressure, and that has not worked in favor on their favor. Though the penalty, that was unfortunate way to have considered. But you look at the lady there, she was trying to block the ball, but the rules are the rules. You cannot use your hand to make the blocks there. And the Nigerian side, we have to be very, very thankful to the VAR teams there who spot the incident, and they called the referee, and the referee agreed that was a penalty, because at first even we didn't actually see it, and I don't think our guys were even making complaints about it. But kudos to VAR.
In fact, funnily, the referee gave a free
If
funnily.
Yeah.
Thank God for the VAR. Oh my God, that was I think that was a real serious tackle right there.
Yeah, and at the same time now, our guys needs to, and this is the most important time now, in this game now, because it's about we now trying to equalize. Why them will be trying to defend and counter at the same, protect their lead, and Nigeria needs to be very careful now, not rushing, putting everybody at once and leaving the defense exposed. Because if they, to be honest, if Morocco can get another goal again in this game before we equalize, I think that will be all over, because this is the second half, and you don't have any much time again.
And so you can see the Super Falcons attacking down the left, and yes, they have a throw-in in the Moroccan half right there. Will that be a miracle in this encounter? A possibility is nothing in the world of football. Yes, the Super Falcons has a throw-in right there at the 67th minute of that encounter at the Olympic Stadium in Rabat right there. And yes, Nwako, the goal scorer, will cross this one, but was blocked by the Moroccans. And yes, you can see that they keep loading the box. Shibak wins back possession, set it up for her teammate, but she couldn't get to it. And they'll set it back to the Nigerian defender right there, who will try playing a teammate. And yes, that is the Nigerians trying to build up. It now looks more like the Moroccans at the first half. They the Super Falcons are taking the second half.
Yeah, I
And
think.
Ajibade with the ball drops it for and a shot. Oh,
Is that a shot or a cross?
you know it's female football, so we just have to say it's.
Should
Oh,
be
that would be
offside.
an offside if Ajibade touched that ball.
No offside.
No offside.
Wow. Then
And the cross
cool
into the box. Oh, that will be cleared by the Moroccan player right there. So, it's Morocco trying to build up. Yes, they will attack. Missouri with the ball right now. Set it forward. But Nigeria wins back possession. It looks like Nigeria is dominating play and forcing their strength on the game this second half. So, it's the 68th minute of that encounter. Nigeria leading and trailing 1-2 as it is right now. Abiodun with the ball, who will pick the main a teammate right there, and we set it down the right. But hey, we don't we intercept that one straight to the defender Rabat, who will try to keep possession and clears it out. Missouri drops it for Shibak, drops it 51-2, and what can they do with the ball? Straight to the striker, straight to Shibak, building up from defense to attack down the right. Can they do something with it? And a cross and a shot straight to the Nigerian goalkeeper. And the Moroccan number 20 couldn't convert that one. And that was a good opportunity to extend their lead.
Yeah,
and
and
go forward, headed down by Rundwane. And yes, Nigeria back in possession. Yeah, as I was saying, that was a good chance for them to extend their lead.
Yeah, and that was a lovely build-up. Look at how they, moved the ball from their own defense to into our own box. And that is, what Nigeria needs to be very, very careful of. But thank God they couldn't convert from there. The goalkeeper was there to, stop that from going to the back of the net. Yeah.
So, throwing to Morocco, and the number 19, sorry, not the number 20, did a good job. But the pace on the final attempt on the ball, that's what the issue was. And Okonkwo with the ball beats a marker, dribble past one. And I think this Okonkwo is one hell of a player right there. And the Super Falcons are approaching the ball. Can they get it? Oh, that was a good on-time clearance and a block from the Moroccan defenders right there. So 78th minute of that encounter, Plumper will load the ball into the box, but the goalkeeper grabs that one from Morocco. Now it's safe hands. It is at this point in time. So far, 1 hour and 10 minutes of football played already in Rabat right there, and it's still Morocco leading 2-1. They want to hold on.
Yeah, they want to hold on to the lead and at the same time see if they can get another goal. But in this second half, they've not been explosive as they were in the first half. Going forward, and they've been doing much of the defending in this second half. But Nigeria, I think we are beginning to grow into the game, and I just hope we'll be able to get the equalizer. Could this be the goal? That's easy! Come on!
The Super Falcons are back in it!
Yes!
Wow! After all, impossibility is nothing in football. It all looks like it's all over.
Yes!
But the Super Falcons are back in it. Wow. They took the game to the Moroccans. And now the Moroccans has conceded 2 goals.
Wow. Come on. And that was a good play. I think that should be a Okoro call there. Very, very good with those runs. Just have to see from the replay again.
Oh, that was...
Wow. Yeah, Okoro call there,
I think defensive error from... she took the ball from them.
Yeah.
And set a pass. And what an
Oh,
unselfish play right there from
of
Morocco.
yeah. To be honest, she's been one of our best players going forward in this game. And game on, and I expect us to win this game. At 90 minutes, there's still time to get the third and even getting the fourth goal. I talked about the game against Sweden, and when you asked me about Nigeria, what the manager should be doing, and I
And
said,
Ajibade will cross the ball into the box, but cleared by the Moroccan defender right there. And yes, Aluze with the ball. What can she do with the ball? Tries to pick her teammate, but straight to Misudi. And now it's Morocco attacking right there with the ball. She back with the ball right there, but Abiodun is present in the midfield to Ali Nefia. And that will be a throw-in to Morocco at this point in time. Now, 73rd minute of this encounter, then Super Falcons is back in it.
yeah, back in it and looking like the team to get the third goal now. And we just have to be very calm and not, just give the ball away unnecessarily like we did in those goals we conceded in the first half. And you could see that, I think after the substitution we made, the goals started coming. I was of the opinion that we need to make the substitution. I was even expecting it from halftime, but the manager waited for about, I think, 5 to 10 minutes before making the substitution. But it has paid off now. You could see the Moroccan fans now, they're a bit quiet now. They can't believe what they are seeing right now. I talked about it. They are playing against the elephant, and now the elephant have decided to wake up now. And it's about time now the Super Falcons trample on them. And when the elephant move his feet, how it's the ground shakes, and you could see this Moroccan fans there now. They are shaking right now.
Well, Ijami Lucy and Okonkwo has brought the Super Falcons back into this encounter, and Jeraidi has been withdrawn for the number 20 of Morocco right there. And I think it was a double substitution right there for Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah, so game on in that one. And another Nigerian player is down.
Yeah, I just hope it's not that serious, and it's looking like it's looking. I think that should be more Zupo there.
We don't know. Let's see. I think they've really exhausted a lot of energy in this second.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I still expect we can even do better than the way we are playing. To me, I feel we've not been.
Oh, that was a to the ankle.
That was very, very, very.
And you can see Aluze there talking to our teammate. I think apart from Aziza Toshola, I don't think that. I think maybe one or two few of these players that has won the WAFCON before.
Yeah, I think Rashida Ajibade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aziza Toshola.
Yeah.
And I think on the goalkeeper too.
Probably from the
Cameroon,
but I think coming from the bench. I mean, but she was not in goal.
But she was part of the team that won it. That's what I'm saying. So I think a whole lot of these young ladies have not won the WAFCON. So they will fancy their chances of taking this one. So, that was a beautiful dribble right there. But that was an on-time clearance from the Nigerian Okonkwo with the ball right now. And tries to keep play, set it forward. And, blocked off for a throw-in to Morocco at this point in time. Now it's gradually approaching the end of the 90 minutes. Already in the 77 minutes, I think about 13 minutes to the 90 minutes. Now, if you are the coach of Morocco, what would be the message you'll be communicating to your players?
You just have to tell the players, the girls, to calm down, relax, and do it's from 2 goals they've surrendered their lead, and now if you look at the game, they look like they're under pressure now. and compared to Nigeria, because you look at the first half, we were under pressure, but in this second half, I think the pressure has returned to them now, and they are under pressure. So the managers also have to, encourage the get. It's not over, and but from you've surrendered your 2 goals, don't concede another. Now they have a chance with this set piece. Can they, take advantage of this set piece?
Yeah, so free kick, corner kick to Morocco at the 78th minute of that encounter. So, can the Super Falcons defend this one? Chibak, the lady who opened the scoring in the first half, will take this one and takes it into the box and parried out. Still with the Moroccan right there. Still with the ball around the box. Big Damaka, but the shot was blocked off for another corner kick. Wow. I think that was close.
That was very, very close, and I had my my chest up, because
your favorite Azizat has been thrown on.
Yeah, I think we need that now for the remainder of the first half to see if we can, get the winning goal and not take the game into, extra time.
And that's a penalty. And the referee says that's a penalty to Morocco.
Oh my word.
I was talking about that most times.
Let's see.
Oh, that's a penalty.
I think it was 2 players there. Let's see.
It's a penalty. I think it's a penalty.
That's the concentration we've been talking about. I think just hope the VAR will come to our rescue.
The VAR will only affirm what is right, and I think that's a penalty. Because throwing your hand up like that in the box, you don't do things like that in the box. So penalty to Morocco at this point in time, 80th minute of that encounter. Wow, this game is filled with so many surprises. Let's see if Chibak will convert this penalty or not. I think if there's one goalkeeper who can save the day, it has to be Nadozie. Yeah. She has done it before. Let's see if she will actually do it again. So Chibak versus Nadozie right there. 80th minute it is. The pressure eating up. Can she convert this penalty? Yes. Can she shoot a team to the lead in this encounter? Oh.
Are they checking the VAR or what?
Let's see. I think VAR is talking to the referee. VAR is checking if it is really a penalty. So I think it's a penalty. I'm not sure yet. It looks like the referee is still talking to VAR.
I think, sure.
So she wants to go and check herself.
And now they've called her. I just hope it will be in our favor again for the second time.
You need to calm down. It's football. Anything can happen. So let's see what will happen. The referee is going straight to the pitch side monitor to see if the decision will be upturned or if it will be sustained. Objection. I think the hand is going back to the body, not the hand going outside the body. So I think that would be a factor. The lady was trying to return the hand back to a natural position according to the rule of the game. So I think the penalty should be chopped off.
Let's
Looking at it
just
again,
hope so.
the hand was going back to the natural position. That's the rule of one of the rule of the game. But
I
we
hope.
are not in the court of football, but we are on the we are trying to see what the interpretation will be like to the referee, because the hand was going back to the natural position. So I think the penalty should be upturned. So let's see what the referee will decide at the end of the day. After all, it's the deciding in chief. Oh, no penalty. No penalty.
Thank
No
you.
penalty. So
Yeah.
the penalty has been upturned. You know, in
Yeah.
the thing is just this. In the world of football, you can't cut away the hand. So,
Yeah.
so far the hand is in it.
Yeah, and I think the referee was even too quick to,
No, he
make the call. Make the call.
He saw the handball.
Wow.
If you were the one to, you can't. And I think the VAR has come to the rescue again.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
And I think if the penalty had stood and they converted, I think that would have been all
Game
over.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still game money in this one. 10-10 shot offside against Nigeria, and it will be a free kick to Morocco as it is right now, 84th minute of that encounter. And at the end of this game, I'll be expecting close to 10 minutes additional time because of those times.
Yeah, because in the second half we had a lot of about 2 VAR call now, and a lot of injuries, and let's see.
And one player you have to give it to in this encounter so far has to be Rashida Ajibade. She has been almost everywhere going forward in this encounter so far. So it's Nigeria 2, Morocco 2 at the 85th minute of that encounter. Yeah, one penalty given to the Super Falcons, while the other one chopped off for the Moroccans. VAR intervening and doing what it was called to do. You can see the Moroccan lady sitting looking disappointed, because she would have expected that they would have gotten the penalty, but it didn't stand. Okonkwo doing the set piece duties, and so far I think she has not been bad.
To me, I think she's one of the best players on the field for Nigeria going forward.
That is, oh!
Oh my God! Oh, we are almost there.
Oh, that's a collision with the goalkeeper right there. And the referee says it will be a free kick to Morocco.
We just have to. I don't. Well, we have to look at the replay first, because I think the goalkeeper actually punched. I don't think our player was make. Look at.
The goalkeeper didn't. Oh, that's a punch to the head.
I think that should be in our own favor. You could say our guys trying to. Let's see if they will do something about that.
So
I think we need the VAR once again.
I think that should be just a free kick.
Against who?
Against the Super Falcons. We see what will happen. That would be a free kick to Morocco. That would be a free
kick. For kicking out.
That was a collision. She got the ball. Had it been the Moroccan goalkeeper did not get the ball, it would have been a foul. So just what the referee would do. So 87 minutes of that encounter. It is the Super
I think it should be a throwing.
And it's a throwing, not a free. Oh. That's a free kick.
Yeah, another opportunity for Nigeria to send another long cross into the box, and that is what we've been doing so far in this game. Let's see if we can, take advantage of this set piece.
I think she was smart to hold them out there. So, free kick to Nigeria at the dangerous area. Which might require a long ball into the box, and who knows? And a cross.
That,
And it's
that
a
is it!
goal!
Nigeria, 32, game over. Yes.
Oh my God!
Is that Chejini?
Echejini just made it 3.
Wow. Finally.
My goodness!
Yes.
Impossibility indeed is nothing in the world of football.
Yeah.
Surprises
Yeah.
can happen, and it has happened, and it will be like a dream to the Moroccan players right there.
Honestly, I'm so excited. This second half. I said it at halftime. I still believe, it's a tall order, but
Onside,
we,
drop the ball,
wow.
and that was a beautiful finish from Egypt.
Yeah, finally we took advantage of the set piece
Set
in this,
piece, yeah.
and what a way to, get go ahead in this game.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, that was
the
a
goalkeeper
that,
had no chance.
yeah.
So the Super Falcons 3, Morocco 2. It looks like Mission X. The mission has not been aborted. It looks like the mission will go ahead as planned, and you can see Shibak holding her head. Looks like, this will be a tall order.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said it now. The elephant, they are playing against the giant, and the giant have decided to woke up, and we are back, and we can even get one more to make it 4-2. So, but
From being scared of conceding a penalty to taking the lead 3-2. This same second half has been filled with drama. The first half saw Morocco take a 2-0 lead, and second half still ongoing, and the Super Falcons has found a way to score 3 goals. Now, this is an interim manager.
Yeah, interim manager. And
what would be your advice to the NFF?
Well, most unless you want most teams, even national teams, when you have a manager that wins you a trophy, even though it's interim or internship, anyone, you confirm
but
the
Spaniards,
appointment.
the coach won the World Cup and they let go of their
Yeah, but what they call it, you can't compare the Spanish side to the Super Falcons. Rather, the Spanish, they believe even when you win, look at their men also. Even when you win, they look at performance, But in Africa, we don't just look at performance only. We first of all we talked about victory, how you get it, again. And that was a way we go. And I think she was on mark to me.
Yeah,
she was on mark.
Got into position.
Yeah, and I think this is what they've been trying to do even in the first half. That's why pulling those crosses and see if somebody will get at the end of the ball. And I talked about how we've been crossing and you are having just one player. But looking at this one now, you see a lot of Nigerian players inside the box there, and the Moroccan defenders, they don't know who to mark. They were confused. And beautiful goal from Nigeria. And I just hope we see this one through and end the game on regular time.
So Rabat has been withdrawn for Sharper for the Moroccans. They will try to see if they can get back into this one right here.
Right on.
Right now.
Yeah.
So the Nigerian goalkeeper saved that one and grabbed it right there. And 6 minutes will be added in this one as additional time, and let's see if this 6 minutes the Super Falcons will extend their lead or maybe concede a goal, or the scoreline will stay the same way. And as far as I'm concerned, I think right now it's time to waste time.
Yeah, when you want to waste time, make sure you know the position, the area you waste the time. Took the ball to the corner flag there
Yeah.
and waste the ball. They don't just kick it away there and give it there and say you are wasting time. You're not wasting time. You are inviting pressure. It's better you take the ball to the corner flag there and try and see if you can hold on to play there and make sure you don't commit too much personnel forward in case of they break away from it. And I think this should be another advantage to Nigeria. Is that free kick?
And overall, looking at the Moroccan national team from the World Cup, I think they have really, really improved.
Yeah, they've improved and they continue to improve. It's just that they've met a team that is more hungry than them. Though Nigeria had a setback in the first half. We didn't start brilliantly, not until very late, even in the second half. To me, before we get going.
Has been withdrawn. Also, Kunko has been withdrawn. Oladipo Broughton and the other teammates, and I think Issa too is up in the game, and I think it's time to defend.
Yeah, I think trying to refresh our and I don't know why they are running forward like this. Or
Azizat is there, I think. I don't know why they are still.
Why are you still crossing
the
that ball there? At least,
and that's a shot. Oh, third minute of additional time. Oh, now in the 4th minute, out of the 6 minutes, the referee added.
Wow, but that was a very good shot, but
an ambitious attempt from Abiodun.
Yeah,
it didn't get on
take
target.
the ball to the corner. Oh, yeah, no, don't shoot. Hold on. Oh. It's like they want to get more goal, but let's. Okay.
If you talk about the Nigerian N'Golo Kante, you have to talk about Abiodun. You find almost everywhere on the pitch. And yeah, the Nigerian attacker is with the ball right there. Dropped it for our teammate. And Ajibade will play this one. Takes a deflection. And it's going to be a corner kick.
Yeah, a corner kick to Nigeria. And I still feel we are looking now more hungrier than,
Even
in the dying minute, we waited too late. And we should be very thankful today.
I think she could have just dropped the pass for Shuala.
Yeah.
And I think that's why she was busy apologizing.
And this corner kick now, I expect us to take a short corner kick, not sending it there. But I'm not seeing the other. Okay.
So.
I don't know. We had 6 minutes added
into the game. They will be aware right there. And there's a big scoreboard right there that counts the time too. So you see what they are doing.
This is what we should be doing.
They should rather return than protest.
I think the referee has. What happened?
I don't know. The last man raised the flag.
Is that offside or what?
I don't know.
Let's see. Well, I think we've to be honest, I don't do in football anything is possible.
In the last minute of additional time, and it's going to be a throw into Morocco. And look at the ladies; they are up, and the pressure is up. And let's see if it will end like this in Rabat. Wow, drama it has been of a game of football. These are the kind of finals you want to watch over and over again. It reminds me of that Man U final 99, where even the guy that was going to present the trophy went to change, and before the guy could come back, the scoreline has changed.
Yeah.
And I think this is something like that.
Yeah, and I also talked about if Nigeria, when we're 2 goals down, I talked about if we eventually go ahead to win this game, it will be written in the history book, and for a very long time, this will be very different from the ones we've won before. Though we've won the cup 9 times, this will make the 10th, and that is it.
And that's the final whistle. And the Super Falcons.
Come on, Nigeria.
Mission next, executed.
Yeah.
Oh, what a way to make it 10. And what a painful way to lose for the Moroccans. They really gave it their all. They came to the battlefield. They gave it their all. They tried all they could, but at the end of the day, Nigeria took the day. Morocco took the first half, but Nigeria took the trophy.
Yeah, that is what matter most. I talked about you not playing. What matter now is lifting the trophy. It doesn't matter how you play. But to be honest, if you look at Nigeria as overall in this game, we are not. In fact, we didn't play. I was surprised not seeing her. But my concern was now making introduction on that. You could see that we started getting those goals after the first double substitution he made. In this kind of games at times, not necessarily mean the players were bad or no, but at times you need change of personnel. And when you bring in personnel, that means you switch tactics, and that is exactly what happened. And I think the introduction of those players, not necessarily those goals didn't come from the players.
You can see her in tears.
Yeah.
Right there.
I think to be honest, she's the best player tonight for Nigeria, because you see her putting those crosses, running and moving those balls. And congratulations to her. I want to believe she might even be the player of the tournament.
I think she can be the player of the tournament. She really came good tonight.
Yeah, and I think I've watched her play for. I'm trying to remember. She plays for one club in the US. I've seen her play, and you could see the way she was playing that day. At first, the first time I saw her play, I didn't even believe that she was in Nigeria. Not until I saw the name, and I was like, wow, this girl is very good. And I think she's capable of taking over from the likes of Azizat Oshola.
Yeah, she's capable of taking over the horns from Azizat Oshola right there. So, yeah, Ogogo plays with AFC Toronto right there in Canada right there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it has been a mission executed for the Super Falcons right there in this competition in Morocco. What next?
Well, the World Cup, that is what next.
Can they win it?
Yeah, it's not impossible. We can do that if we, have the right frame of mind, determination. We've conquered Africa. What left for Nigeria is to conquer the world. But this kind of performance today will not be accepted. When you go down 2 goals, I don't think if we go down 2 goals against the likes of the Spanish team, the English teams, their ladies will be able to come back. But it's not impossible in football. But we need to, start doing better.
So, Paulo, congratulations because you left your analyst part and the Nigerian fan part came up on the show today. So congratulations once again. Congratulations to the Super Falcons. Yes, mission next accomplished. What next? Let's see. It's $1 million question. Will Magudu retain this job because he's currently an interim coach? Well, time will answer most of these questions. Till we meet again, congratulations to Super Falcons. Thank you, Paulo, for joining us. My name still remains Afolaya Adeyemi Joseph. Until we meet again, it's good night. Congratulations to the Super Falcons. God bless you.